Barack Obama has condemned Donald Trump for the death of Alex Preddy in Minneapolis. He posted on X, "It should be a wake-up call to every American, regardless of party, that many of our core values as a nation are increasingly under assault." This is the same person who earned the title Deporter-in-Chief, and this is what Obama had to say about deportations back in 2013.
I'm the President of the United States. I'm not the Emperor of the United States. My job is to execute laws that are passed. And Congress right now has not changed what I consider to be a broken immigration system. Mm-hmm. And what that means is that we have certain obligations to enforce the laws that are in place, even if we think that in many cases the results may be tragic. There are going to be some stories that break our hearts. And more importantly, we're going to continue to have an economy that is stifled by a really inefficient system where not only are we deporting folks, but we also have a legal immigration system that is so bottlenecked that it forces sometimes people into the illegal system.
It was Obama, the deporter-in-chief, and people forget that he was responsible for deporting millions from the country. And of course, what will make America safer is if illegals are deported.
Well, Bill Clinton back in the 90s talked about the need for strict immigration enforcement. He talked about having to deport people that were here illegally. Barack Obama did, as you pointed out there, numerous times, that it was important to deport people that were here illegally. He talked about the economic interests of the country being served by doing that. And as he just said, legal immigration is a bottleneck, and illegal immigration is a way for people to leapfrog over the people that are doing it the right way and get benefits and being rewarded for breaking our laws. So he even had some deportations under Joe Biden. So this has been going on for decades. But because it's Donald Trump, the left goes crazy, the media goes crazy, the people are not allowing him to implement what he was elected to do. And that just enrages them. I mean, the attitude of some of these protesters is pretty serious and dangerous. These people are filled with rage that I really have not seen in this country in a long time. And I think it's just Donald Trump triggers them. It's Trump derangement syndrome.
And many of them have been encouraged by Democrats. You've heard many Democrats saying that ICE should be abolished, and many people getting very swept up in the chaos, taking to the streets, and in some cases trying to interfere with law enforcement. Now, let's look at the Trump administration's response. It seems now there has been this shift over the fatal in response to the fatal shooting of the weekend. Initially, I don't think they did a very good job. I mean, instantly defending the fatal shooting, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem saying that this protester was committing an act of domestic terrorism. And here's Attorney General Pam Bondi on the news trying to talk tough about this legal letter she sent to Tim Walz. Look at this.
Rape, homicide, manslaughter. That's who they're trying to protect in Minnesota. I do not understand these people. We sent Governor Walz a very strong letter today. We had been working on this letter. We got it out saying that he better support President Trump. He better support the men and women in law enforcement, because if he doesn't, we are. And that's what we're doing right now.
Were there any consequences in this letter?
Well, we'll see. This is fluid. Let's see how Governor Walz responds. Let's see what he does based on this, based on what's happening right now.
We'll see. It's not exactly a message of confidence.
No consequences. I mean, she does a lot of strongly worded letters, but as far as consequences, I mean, there's been criminal behavior going on in Minnesota for weeks now. We haven't seen many consequences. A guy that I interviewed on my program numerous times was almost killed. I don't think there's any consequences for that. A lot of the conservative social media influencers have been there, been attacked, no consequences. So that's the problem with Pam Bondi. A lot of people think that she talks tough on Fox News, but doesn't deliver. Now, Tom Homan, I think, is a guy who delivers and a guy who can maybe try to solve this situation that is so broken. And if the governor is talking to the president, that is a good thing. That's a step in the right direction. The mayor, obviously, is part of the problem as well. He has been absolutely irresponsible in his comments. So there's a lot of blame to go around. But your point about how the initial handling was not good, I think, is on target. They jumped in with some comments that they should have held back on and said, hey, we need to complete our investigation.
Yeah.
We need to see what happened here. Because there's a lot of video angles, as you know. There's always different conflicting versions from witnesses. So it's still in the early stages of the investigation.
Yeah, we are.